Hello everyone, welcome to Coaster Therapy, where we have a surprise visit here today. We are at Fun Spot Atlanta, which is actually going to be closing on August 2nd of 2026. Now, by the looks of it, most of it just looks like, a standard small little amusement park. It doesn't seem like there's much to it. But the cool thing about this park is that they have one amazing roller coaster, and that is Arieforce 1. It is an RMC, well, technically not a hybrid coaster. It's full steel structure, but it uses their iBox track, and it is an incredible ride. It opened back in 2023, and we actually got to experience it during its opening year. I remember I got a total of 30 rides on because we were there over the course of like 3 days. But it's so nice to actually be here at this park again. And again, this was a totally unexpected trip. Like, we were going, like, I'm actually going to a summer seminar at a college in Georgia. But after we heard that, Fun Spot was closing, we decided to make a pit stop over here, leave a day earlier so we could get our last rides on this amazing ride for now. Now, when Arieforce 1 opened back in 2023, it was at a cost of estimated $18 million. That was a really big investment to this park, and was probably worth more than the entirety of the park itself. But it was very big, so many enthusiasts came here to experience it, and it was intended to boost the attendance of the park, but I guess it never quite made the same amount that they wanted, especially with it being in a kind of secluded area here in Fayetteville. And ultimately, that kind of led to this park closing. So while most of these attractions will probably be gone, I doubt that Arieforce 1 will actually close forever. I feel like somehow there should be some park out there that could relocate this ride, and I'll talk about that more later. But for now, we're gonna start getting on as many times as we can, or at least for me. I mean, I don't know how many times Mom can do it, but
I'll see what I can, at least 2.
Yeah, so let's see if it's as good as I remembered. And now we're here in the queue space for Arieforce 1. And, even though this is like a very small park, you wouldn't expect that much theming, but it does have some decent theming. You got like this little board over here with all like this little science talking about over here. And actually added some news articles to this table. That is definitely new. I mean, you could definitely see just how big this was when it first opened. And even still, there was like no one here in the station. And I believe all this stuff over here was reused from like an old playground or something. You can definitely tell by these tubes over here. They definitely look like slides or stuff you crawl around. It's kind of loud in here because we are literally like right underneath the station. But I got this little sign over here. Not super crazy theming, but it's definitely a step up. Here's the main loading station for Arieforce 1. It is totally packed with enthusiasts over here. So we are going to be waiting a bit, but honestly, I don't mind. As long as this ride is actually getting guests and people filling in those trains, I mean, the more the merrier, right? All right, we've got row 7. We're taking on our first ride. Here we go, our first ride on Arieforce 1 in 3 years.
Good experience.
Hopefully not the last time we do this ride. Woohoo!
Yeah, but maybe in a different place.
Yeah. That rate's so smooth. Amazing how they managed to fit it here, too. And of course, we're going a bit slower up the Little right now because we're still waiting for the other train to get into the station. So once that block is cleared, we should start picking up speed again. But that was really great that they're actually running on 2 trains today. I know when last time we went, they were just on 1. But you're here for all the people. Oh god, the seatbelt got under my lap bar. Ow. Okay.
Oh, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
So,
So, man, it's crazy.
you're so funny. You're like, it's going slow, but once the other train clears, it'll go fast. And damn, it went fast. That was so funny.
Oh, that was crazy.
In the middle, I forgot how fast that was.
Yeah. Oh, someone lost their
Wow.
phone. All right.
Don't put the phones on the roller
Yep.
coaster. Don't do it.
Unless you have a GoPro like me.
You think you can do it, but you can't.
So the second ride of Arieforce One, I thought I'd take the time to actually, talk about the possibility of this ride getting relocated, because it's still a fairly new ride. It's only 3 years old, and I imagine, it feels a bit weird that they close it so early. So someone from RMC was talking about how this ride could actually be relocated because it's an all-steel structure. Now, most of the rides are hybrid coasters, like for example, Iron Quasi. That's a steel track, but only the wooden structure. So you wouldn't be able to relocate that ride. But this one is fully steel, so it's very possible that it could get relocated. It also something to think about. Now, it wouldn't be so easy because this ride has a 40-foot elevation change. So, either they'd have to adjust the terrain for the ride, or else you have to build on the existing structure of the ride. Also, something else to keep in mind, the cost of moving this coaster would be almost exactly what the new one, so that would also make it a bit more expensive. But given how good this ride is, and how many people love it, I doubt this is the end of Arieforce One, even at this location, because this is an amazing ride. People love it. I love it. And I would not want to see it close. So, any parks we're looking to get this ride, you should really consider it. So far, I've gotten 5 rides on Arieforce Mom. Mom's gotten 3.
I think that's decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, that was a really good ride. I'm so glad I got back on it. Still really smooth, like some really great airtime throughout. I think all the elements just flow really well into each other. And of course, like that quad down at the end is absolutely insane. I know it's a lot for some people. I think I like it. It's really just that last part. Okay. Where you it's really
to be in the video.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's really only the end of the ride where it kind of, where you hit the brakes really hard at the end, you kind of like thrust forward. But other than that, it was really good. We'll definitely get more rides, but we're gonna explore the rest of the park because I want to show it some love too. All right, now I'm doing the other roller coaster here at Fun Spot Atlanta, which is Hurricane. This is their E&F Miler coaster. Not particularly a fan of these rides, like this one and the one in Kissimmee, but figured given the state of this ride, it's probably gonna close with the park. So I thought I might as well do it. Mom is not doing this one because she knows better than me. I remember when this was the only ride here at Fun Spot before they had Arieforce One. Oh god, here we go. Oh, these turns are terrible. Oh, that one's not bad. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, that's why I don't like them. Oh god. Oh no. Why am I doing this? Oh my god! That's horrible. I don't know how people like these. Yeah, not as bad as the one in Kissimmee, but yeah, that's definitely a one and done. I mean, I doubt this will get relocated. But a cool fact about this ride, this was actually featured in the movie adaptation of Dear Evan Hansen, so that's a cool little fact about this ride. And now we just got off of one of the go-kart tracks that they have here. That's another big draw for the Fun Spot parks in general, are their go-karts. And Atlanta had a pretty good collection of them. We just did the Roadrunner course, which was pretty good, like all like the lower turns and going like under the bridge too. That was really fun. I know there's another track you see over in the distance, that red one. That's the Samson track. That one is not open today, which is a shame because that was my favorite go-kart track here. And all the other two ones that they have here are like the smaller kiddie-sized ones, so we're not really gonna do those. But you know, these go-karts are most likely the ones that are definitely gonna get removed. They were like made for this land. You can't just like pick them up and move them somewhere else. I mean, maybe Samson, but I highly doubt it. These go-karts were made for this park, so they're probably not going to be around. But, you know, they were still fun while we had them. And, yeah, that's definitely, if you're coming to Fun Spot, you know, that's definitely something you should do. I've also noticed, like, as we've been walking around the park, there have been a lot of attractions that have been closed, which does kind of suck, you know. It also comes down to, I think, you know, employees, since this park is closing, you know, maybe they might not be doing maintenance, or like they might not have as many employees anymore. I mean, it does kind of suck to see it because, you know, this park is in its dying days. You want to see it do well, especially with it being a Saturday. You know, it's been pretty busy at the park, which, you know, it's good. You know, you always want this park to have more attendance, but at the same time, you know, kind of sucks that they're not quite doing as well operationally today. All right, we've done ourselves a little bit of dinner, just some chicken tenders from a food truck outside. I mean, it looks pretty good. It took a while to make them for some reason. But we're inside, you know, this main building over here. You have an arcade back there, as well as this area for the diner and some bumper cars. And yeah, it is like definitely the strangest part of this park. You have like this weird like mural on the side, and just the yellow roofs. Like, this feels like something straight out of the back rooms. But you know, it's definitely unique, and again, it's kind of a shame that this is all going to be going away in just a few weeks. Right here, I'm going to show you what I think is one of the coolest spots here at the park, which is this arcade prize booth. Now, if you watched Cobra Kai, then this was the prize booth where they got the big octopus plush. So, I mean, like, that's really cool. How, you know, that's where that was filmed. It's a pretty big part of the show too, so yeah, it's a shame that it's going away. We've now made our way back to Arieforce 1 to get more rides on it, and before we do that, I also wanted to highlight this basketball cage right here. Sorry, not basketball, baseball. But this was another spot that was featured in Cobra Kai. This was like the big cage fight that went on in season 5, and it's funny because during that scene, you could see Arieforce 1 in the background, so it's really funny how technically Arieforce 1 was also in Cobra Kai. Thought that's pretty funny. So, got about 5 rides in on it now. The goal is to try to get 5 more, so I can get a total of 10 rides today. I might see how I feel once I reach that. I might get more. You know, it is pretty busy in terms of like how many enthusiasts are here. But you know, we're not in a big rush right now, so I'll show you some highlights of Arieforce 1, and then I'll show you what will be our last ride on Arieforce 1. ride on
Very
Arieforce.
last
What?
one with the lights off.
Lights off! Woo! Didn't know that even happened. Yeah, this is my 13th ride over on today. It's like the 5th, I think. But yeah, we got a night ride. We are in the very back row.
We are.
Want to make it extra special.
The thighs are gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Ooh, but you can see the sunset over there. It's
Yeah.
pretty.
It was cool seeing the highway as well. Alright, you gonna put your hands up this time?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wild.
Let's go, Arieforce Fly! Whoa! Whoa, last stall! Whoa!
Love it.
Whoa! Oh, that's so good! Whoa!
That's my favorite.
Whoa! It's the arcade! Whoa! Whoa! Last one! Whoa! Whoa!
Feel the burn.
Whoa! Oh!
One more.
Brace yourself! Woo! That was it! We did it!
Ah,
yeah.
Bye,
Wow.
Arieforce One. We don't know what
Yeah.
you're gonna be called when you leave, but
Nope, not yet. You know, this is the last time we can do it as this experience, you know.
Yeah.
It might be a different name because, you know, this ride's named after the Arie family. They're the ones that founded the Fun Spot Parks. So yeah, it wouldn't really make sense at any other park. But, you know, also in regards to like this landscape as well. And also the
Yeah.
fact that, you know, most likely whatever park this ride will go to, I mean, we're probably not going to be able to marathon it. I mean, at least as much as this used to.
this is just kind of a little special place out in the middle of nowhere. That's okay.
But,
Glad
yeah.
you got to do it for its grand opening, and now it's closing.
Exactly.
That's pretty
so I
awesome.
was here in 2023. I did a total of 30 rides on it. And including the 13 rides that I gone today, I have a total of 43 rides on Arieforce One during its lifetime.
Holy cow.
And just the fact that I was able
and
to
you
do
didn't
that.
even live around here.
I know. I came for the opening and I came for the closing. Ah, man, I'm so glad that we actually, you know, came to do this. We didn't even plan for this, but once I heard about it, I'm like, can we please stop by Fun Spot on the way just so we can...
Worked out.
It did.
Worked out. Just make sure I stay awake when we get to our hotel.
But yes, this has been so great, and also getting the chance to talk with so many like other enthusiasts and locals that all kind of come for this ride. I know, especially for some of the locals, this park closing. I mean, like losing a big ride like
Yeah.
this, I know it's gonna suck, and
Yeah.
especially for a lot of the people that work here.
Yeah, but the staff has been awesome. You know, thinking of a place that's going to be closing in 3 weeks, a lot of people could be phoning it in and just not caring. The staff has been really great. So
They have.
they have
yeah.
been. So I hope that they get really great jobs when this one leaves, because they
I hope so,
earned
too.
it. They're good,
Definitely.
good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what sound goes on with the go-karts over there. But yes, you know, we've had a lot of great memories at this park. Even though we didn't go to as much as the Florida ones, we still had good times. Like when our very first visit in 2021, like before Arieforce One was even here, and in 2023 when we came when this ride was brand new, and again spent like 3 days across a week over here in Georgia.
I'll find some photos of the other times, because 2021 he had a buzz cut.
I did.
So you imagine that.
Oh yeah, I mean you probably saw it in the photo that I put
And
in.
races.
But well, yes, that too. But yeah, so many great memories of this ride. All right, we are now heading out of Fun Spot Atlanta for the final time. Just getting a final look at some of the different rides. I know a lot of this video is dedicated to Arieforce One, but you know, this whole park, even if it wasn't the greatest, I mean, it was still a good time with all the stuff around. And I feel like, you know, while most of the rides here are probably gonna get taken out, I mean, there are some that, you know, could have a shot at getting relocated. I think one that comes to my mind is the Screaming Eagles up ahead. It's like one of those wave swing rides, how those are called. I mean, they're pretty common, and it seems like designed to be portable, so I'm sure they could find a new home for that. But I feel like it really comes down to age. A lot of the older attractions, this is probably going to be their final home. But, you know, it was a good day. Once again, I'm very glad that we took the time to come here for one last time. And again, like all the great memories had here, and of course, getting to ride Arieforce one last time before, you know, whatever happens to it. I really hope that Fun Spot gives some sort of confirmation on what's going to happen, if they are looking for a park to buy it, if it really is going to be dismantled. We still don't know what's going to happen just yet at the time of this video, but whatever happens, I really hope that Arieforce One has a bright future, because I have ridden 906. Whoa, that is not what it was. I have ridden 96 roller coasters, almost 100. And while I have not ranked all of them, I've ranked a lot of my top coasters. And for me, Arieforce One sits at number 4, which is a really big statement, because I've done some amazing roller coasters. And the fact that a ride at this small little park, probably the smallest I've ever been to, got a ride like that, even if, you know, it didn't exactly pay off. I mean, just the fan reception for it, everyone was raving about it. You could tell there was a lot of passion put into that ride. And even if it's not going to be at this park anymore, I think just in terms of the guest experience and bringing all those people together, I think that was worth it. You too. All right, well, that's it. Good night, Fun Spot Atlanta. I wish everyone here the best.
Yes, yes.
And if you have the chance to come here before it closes on August 2nd of 2026, make sure to do it. Come get your last rides on Arieforce One as it still stands. Like, I'm remaining so hopeful that can get relocated. I truly believe that can, but you know, only time will tell. But until then, we can at least have the memories of this place. Like, I know there have been a lot of parks that have been closing recently, and you know, especially when you have a ride as amazing like this at this park, you know, it really stands the question of like, what is going to be the future of that. So until then, we can only hope. But thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content coming soon to Coaster Therapy, and we'll see you all next time. Goodbye.